I have a book to read to you today. It's called A Sick Day for Amos McGee. And I picked this book because I woke up with a cold. That means I have to stay home because I have germs. And the author who wrote the words is Philip Stead, and the illustrator is Aaron Stead. I wonder why they might have the same last name. What's interesting is in the illustrations, you'll see on a lot of the pages a picture of a red balloon. I wonder if you can find it while I read the story. Amos McGee was an early riser. He had to wake up early in the morning. Every morning when his alarm clock clanged, he swung his legs out of bed and swapped his pajamas for his fresh pressed uniform. He would wind his watch and set a pot of water to boil, saying to the sugar bowl, "A spoonful for my oatmeal, please, and 2 for my teacup." Do you like to have oatmeal for breakfast? It's delicious. Belly full and ready for the workday, he'd amble out the door. Every day, Amos waited for the number 5 bus. "Next stop, City Zoo," the bus driver would call. 6 a.m., right on time. See the picture of a bus? That lets you know that's the bus stop. Amos had a lot to do at the zoo, but he always made time to visit his good friends. He would play chess with the elephant, who thought and thought before making a move. A chess is a board game. Maybe you want to play a board game with your family. It's a fun thing to do. He ran races with Tortoise, who never lost. Tortoise is a turtle that lives on the land. Sit quietly with Penguin. Penguin was very shy. Shy means you don't sometimes feel like talking. Shy. And he would lend a handkerchief to the rhinoceros, who always had a runny nose. A handkerchief is like a tissue. It's important to blow your nose with a tissue. And at sunset, he would read stories to the owl, who was afraid of the dark. One day, Amos awoke with the sniffles and the sneezes and the chills. He swung his achy legs out of bed, curled them back up again, and said, "Ugh, I don't think I'll be going to work today." He's sick. He has to stay home. Meanwhile, at the zoo, the animals waited for their friends. They didn't know where Amos was, and they missed him. Elephant arranged his pawns and polished his castles, which is part of his game. And the tortoise stretched his legs and limbered up to get ready for the race. And the penguin sat patiently all by himself. But he was shy. And the rhinoceros worried that his allergies were worsening. His allergies, like some of the room 1 friends, have allergies. The owl perched atop a tall stack of storybooks, scratching his head with concern. See all these books? It's a fun thing to do at home, is read books. "Where is Amos?" the animals all wondered. Just wasn't the same that they weren't together. Later that day, I wonder where all the animals are going. They're all lined up. There's a picture of a bus. And the bus has a number 5. There's no words on this page, so we can just imagine what the author and the illustrator were thinking. Hooray! My good friends are here. Look at Amos. He has to stay in bed and get better. The friends came. The elephant prepared a game of chess, and Amos thought and thought before making a move. I'm too tired to run a race today, said Amos to the tortoise. Let's play hide and seek instead. The tortoise hid inside his shell. Amos hid beneath his covers. Hide and seek is a fun game to play at home. Amos yawned. I could use a nap. The penguin sat quietly, warming Amos's feet. That was very kind. Achoo! It's okay. Amos. I think my sneeze scared him. Amos awoke with the sneeze, and the rhinoceros was ready with a handkerchief. See how nice that is? He has to use a tissue. There's a runny nose. I'm beginning to feel much better, thank you, said Amos. He took his nap, but now he feels a little better. He swung his legs out of bed. Perhaps we'll share a pot of tea. You can have a tea party at home, too. That's a fun thing to do. We like to have a tea party at my house. Amos wound his alarm clock. It's getting late, he said, and after all, we have a morning bus to catch. So Amos said goodnight to the elephant, and the tortoise, and the penguin, and the rhinoceros. Goodnight to Al, who, knowing that Amos was afraid of the dark, read a story aloud before turning out the light. Everyone gets afraid sometimes. Reading a story is a good thing. The end. They all went to sleep. Until we can be together, I'll pray for my friends every day. And I have your names here. I'm praying for Scarlett, Madeline. I'm praying for Braylon, and Addie, and Bennett, and Amelia, and Joey, and Ava, and Natalia, and Elizabeth, and Van, and Theodore, and Logan, and Layla, and Jake, and Davis, and Alex. We'll see you soon, friends. Bye.